looking at me. Will I ever be free? Have I crossed the line? Running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. This is not enough. This is not enough. Like a moth to a flame, I'll pull you in, I'll pull you back to what you need initially. It's just one call away. Test. Goedenavond voor degenen die er al bij zijn. Good evening for the ones who are already in the meeting. If you can hear me properly, then you can leave something in the chat. Als je mij hoort, dan mogen je dus iets delen in de chat, dan ben ik zeker dat dat al werkt. Gewoon even een seintje. Ik zie al een duimpje, dus lijkt me wel te werken. We gaan zo meteen starten. Ik wacht nog een minuutje of zo, of max 2. Voor moesten er nog mensen aansluiten, dan kan iedereen van de start volgen. So I'm going to wait 1 to 2 more minutes so that we can start with probably everybody who wants to join today. Oké. Hier ben ik zo. Hallo. Hello. Goed, we gaan zo meteen starten. We're gonna start in a minute. I'm just gonna quickly explain what we'll do today. My name is Maarten. If you have questions, put something in the chat. I have a big screen in front of me, so everything that you say pops up on the screen, so I can help you out if needed. I'll try to do some stuff in English, maybe some in Dutch. Ik zal een beetje afwisselen, so that everybody can follow what we are doing. So welcome to the Energizer session of today. We try to do in like 20 to 30 minutes, not too long. We try to do some exercises to use all big muscle groups, not really sweating, not making it too heavy. You can just perform the exercises in your normal working clothes or daily clothes, whatever. What we try to do is just make sure that you are awake again, let's say. Dus dat je terug even wakker schiet, dat je klaar bent en dat je misschien met wat meer energie terug verder door je dag kunt, so that you have a little bit more energy after the session. Ik hoop vooral ook dat je na deze sessie misschien een beetje nog kent, af en toe eens doe op je eigen. Je krijgt ook een pdf met de oefeningen toegestuurd, later nog, dus kan altijd van pas komen. So I hope you learn something from the exercises. You can do them from time to time. And afterwards you get a PDF with the exercises so that you can perform them yourself. Goed, gaan we starten. Hè? Straks, later on, we're gonna use the chair. So it's up here. You can also use your desk because you need to think you're behind your desk. You want to do some Energizer exercises, so you can do them with a chair and a desk. Okay, maar die gaan we later pas gebruiken. So we're just gonna start with your own body for now. First one, we're gonna start with loosen up the body a little bit, starting with the shoulders, and we're gonna work from up to down. So we're gonna do shoulder rolls, big rolls from the back, from the front to the back. And you can follow me, so you make big movements. We don't do it too fast. Dus heel grote bewegingen. Dat is de eerste, je moet dat niet te snel doen. Dat is echt op het gemak. So easy and controlled from front to back. En dan doe je hetzelfde, maar dan ga je van achter, from back to front. Same thing. Not too fast, big movement. Dus goede grote bewegingen. Er nog een paar. If there would be something wrong with the music or the audio, make sure to put something in the chat, just so I know. Nog eentje. Oké, perfect. Cool. Dan gaan wij even naar de heup gaan. So we're gonna go to the hip for a second. You can grab your hip, place your hands on the hip, and we're gonna make big circles like we did with the shoulders, but now in the hip. Dus je maakt grote cirkels, niet te snel, gewoon even die heupregio loswerken. So make sure all the tension is gone around the hip. Very easy, controlled, relaxed. Heel rustig. Other side, same thing, circles. Dus hetzelfde naar de andere kant. Rustig, cirkeltjes. Heel ontspannen, hè. Okay, then we go to higher back. You can grab both hands and we're gonna push our hands towards the front and really bring our shoulder towards the front without leaning too much towards the front. So this is wrong. You keep on standing straight, but you push your hands and your shoulders towards the front and we stay there. Dus je duwt echt die schouders goed naar voren, je blijft daar staan. Probeer niet naar voren te leunen. From here we're gonna push our hands towards the ceiling. En je kijkt mee met je handen, you look towards your hand. Goed uitduwen, mooi blijven staan. And then we're gonna pull the arms backwards and look towards the front. Dus dan probeer je die arm nog wat meer naar achter toe te trekken, terwijl naar voren te kijken. And then you relax. Okay, you know it by now. So towards the front. Goed uitduwen. Doe dat gewoon nog eens. Naar boven. Upwards. Look towards the hand. And pull back. Look towards the front. En ontspan. Relax. One more time. Push towards the front. Goed uitduwen. Even houden. Rustig blijven ademen. Naar boven toe duwen, meekijken. And then pull back your arms, look towards the front. And relax. Great. Okay. Dan gaan we ons in een lichte squat positie zetten. So you put yourself in a small squat position. You put your feet at shoulder width. Toes pointing towards the front, feet on the ground. We're gonna drop down a little bit, bending the knees. Ja, dus je zakt een beetje. From here on, arms towards the front. And we're gonna turn open to one side. Hold it for a few seconds. You look towards the side your hand is at. Come back and we switch. Dus je zakt een beetje door die benen, je draait en kijkt mee. En je keert dan terug naar het midden. En we wisselen nog eens. De diepte in je benen kies je zelf. Hè. So you can go in a deep squat position or a higher squat position. You can choose that yourself. Wissel nog eens. Altijd even houden. Ga tot waar dat lukt voor jou. And we switch. Go as far as possible without hurting your back or your hip region or anything else. And relax. Okay. We are going to do exactly the same. Yeah, but you know the exercise by now. Dus we doen nog eens hetzelfde. We're gonna go a little bit faster. Yeah, from one side to the other side in a fluid movement. Important is that you still perform it in a controlled way. that you reach, you find some stretch, but you don't feel any pain. Dus het is niet de bedoeling dat je gelijk een zot staat te wieken. Hè? Dus doe dat echt nog gecontroleerd. Ça va? De diepte van je benen kies je. Dat kan heel diep zijn, dat kan niet diep zijn, dat maakt niet zoveel uit. Ça va? Okay, so we go down and let's start. Sideways, back. So it's like 1 second out, 1 second in. Other side. You alternate. En we wisselen de hele tijd af. Rustig blijven ademen. Vlot en toch gecontroleerd. Tot waar dat lukt voor jou. Is it a big range of motion? Fine. If it's a small range of motion, fine. As long as it feels good for you. We doen er nog een paar. A few more seconds. Laatste 2. Nog eentje. En ontspan. Super goed. Okay, next. Hip region. You're standing on one foot, your knee is a bit bended, and we're gonna do external rotations. Yeah, so you bring your knee up, you turn outwards, and you return, and you try to do that without touching the ground in between. Goed. Dus doe maar op je gemak direct mee. Probeer de grond niet te raken tussendoor, dus echt je evenwicht te houden, door je standbeen lichtjes te buigen, en vandaar extern roteren. So external rotation, without losing your balance. Could be a challenge. We try to slightly bend your supporting leg. We're gonna switch that, not direction, but sides. So other side. Remember, knees a little bit bended, and from here on we're gonna go 90 degrees and open up and return. Keep your upper body straight, your chest open. That could help finding your balance. Could be one side is a bit easier than the other. Dus kan de ene kant wat beter gaan dan de andere. Doe nog een paar. Even concentreren, focus. And I'll do the last one. Oké, perfect. Goed. Ik pak er mijn stoeltje bij. Go take the chair. Ik zal die even hier zetten, dat ik nog goed in beeld ben. Super. So, we did some mobility exercises. We activated some muscles. And from now on, we're going to do a little bit more strengthening exercise, but it's not supposed to be super hard. And we're just trying to use the muscles to make sure that they're awake, that our heart rate goes a bit up, and that the blood is up and running. Goed, dus het is niet de bedoeling dat het super zwaar wordt. Ça va? Ik leg de eerste uit. Dus bij je stoel erbij. We gaan eigenlijk een squat doen. Dus je gaat gewoon zitten op je stoel, dat is vrij gemakkelijk. You put your feet at shoulder width. We're gonna pull the arms backwards to find some stretch on the back, the chest, the shoulder region. And from here on, we're gonna do a squat, sitting down, up, sitting down, up. While we're performing the exercise, you could hold your arms back the whole time. Dus je probeert echt je armen altijd wat naar achter te brengen, dat je warrig voelt. Ja, dat kan ver zijn, dat kan niet ver zijn, een beetje afhankelijk van wat dat lukt voor jou. Ça va? Ready? So, we'll start with sitting down, arms backwards, finding some tension, and here we go. So you stand up, you go down and back up. Cool. Down and back up. Find some stretch on the chest, shoulders, back. Good. Do a few more. 3 more after this. 2 more. Keep your arms back. 1 more nog eentje. En relax. Goed, even ontspannen. Zo meteen doen we dat gewoon nog eens 1 keer. So we're going to repeat that 1 more time. What you really need to focus on is, again, those arms backwards, but probably you know that by now. What you also can focus on is when you sit down, you're just going to tap or touch and stand back up again. So I'm not fully going to drop, but I'm just going to touch and go back up. Oké, dus daar gaan we even op letten voor de tweede reeks. Goed. We starten al zittend, hè. Ik ben dat vergeten. Ik sta graag recht, hè, dus ik was al weg. So we started in starting in a seated position, arms a bit backwards in tension, and here we go. Up and down. Tapping the chair without really sitting. So keep my weight on my feet and not on the chair. Probeer wat spanning te houden op die armen. Je merkt ook als ik naar voren kom of naar beneden, dat die armen wat naar voren komen. Alles door die spanning. Dit is hetgeen dat voor mij lukt. Goed, we gaan er nog 3 doen. 3 more. Good job. 2 more. 1 more. Oké, relax. Goed, super. Ik neem er even een flesje bij. So I'm grabbing a bottle of water. You can also do that if you want to. You don't have to. It's just an extra small weight to perform the next exercise. Yeah. I also only have one. So I'm going to alternate left and right hands because we're also going to do 2 times the next exercise. I'll explain. So we're going to do shoulder circles. Yeah. One side. Other side. It's that simple. I'm just going to keep the bottle of water in one hand to make it a little bit heavier, and then the second time I'm going to do it in the other hand, so that's just an extra option. Make sure that when you perform the exercise, you're just standing in a nice neutral position, straight. Your arms are next to you and at shoulder height, so not higher, not lower. But a common mistake is when people are doing it actually a bit higher, and then from time to time you tend to tense a bit more the shoulders, which are already active during the day. Yeah, so keep it low shoulders, and still activating them. Cool. We're gonna do that 20 to 30 seconds. Ready? Here we go. So circles one side. Keep on moving. Keep them at shoulder height. For me, just a little small extra added weight. That's an option you can choose. We gaan de andere kant draaien. So turning the other side, and we hold it for an extra 10 seconds. Gaat goed. Hold on. Even volhouden. Even die schouders, die mogen wat branden. 3, 2, 1. Even ontspannen. Kijk goed. Niet verschieten, kom wat dichterbij. So we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Yeah. Now I'm gonna hold the bottle of water in my but it's the same. Make sure that you stay in that straight position. You're not gonna lean back or anything. Okay, quite important. Good, ready. Let's go. So you start turning one side, front or back, whatever you can choose. In the middle, I'll give a sign, and then we're gonna alternate sides. Okay. Hold them at shoulder height. Small circles. And then we're gonna go in the other direction. Keep on turning. And we got 10 more seconds to go. Hou vol. Even vasthouden. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Super. Good job. Nice. I'm going to return to the chair. Ja, dus ik ga terug naar de stoel. Leg even uit. Again, that squat position, but we're going to do a small variation. Okay, we're going to use those legs again, but we're going to activate the calf muscles as an extra bonus. So we're going to stand up and we're going to press out on our toes and we're going to sit down. Okay, what we'll do this time is we are going to sit fully on the ground, yeah, to make sure that we can fully extend and actually fully flex in between. Ja, daar juist hebben we iets meer spanning gehouden door niet te gaan zitten. Nu gaan we volledig ontspannen, dat we naar die volledige extensie kunnen gaan. Goed. Ja. Gewoon volgen is de boodschap, hè? So you just have to follow me. Ready? I'm starting with sitting down, and then we stand up and try to fully extend the body. And of course, the ankles, that you stand on your toes. Dus volledig uitduwen. Boom. Goed. En eigenlijk is dat van boven ook weer even evenwicht zoeken. So up there you need to find your balance a little bit again. Could be that it's quite hard. Het kan zijn dat dat wat moeilijk is. Oh, zie, moet ook wat zoeken. Maar dat is echt goed die kuiten optrainen, hè. Ik ben te enthousiast. Uitleggen en doen. 3 more. Perfect. 2 more. 1 more. And relax. Okay, good. Super. In a second, we're gonna do exactly the same. One more time, yeah. Make sure you really try to press as high as you can go while keeping your balance, okay? You also have seen for me myself that when I press too high and I don't focus, that I lose my balance, but that's okay, can happen. I rather want you to try to really press high than you do like half reps or something, because then you're really not using the calves a lot. Dus probeer echt goed uit te duwen en niet halverwege te gaan, dat we die kuiten echt wel goed gebruiken. Dat is de bedoeling van deze oefening. Goed, one more time. Ready? Here we go. So standing up, pressing out, and returning, and sitting all the way down. Voilà. Ook weer een oefeningetje dat je eigenlijk op je bureau kunt doen. So again, an exercise that you can perform in front of your desk, on your chair. The higher the chair, the easier the exercise. Dus hoe hoger je stoel, hoe makkelijker je oefening. Als je een vrij fancy bureaustoel hebt die je aan de hoogte kunt verstellen, kun je dat perfect aanpassen. Hè? Two more. One more. Okay, relax. Great, nice. Goed. Pak mijn flesje er terug bij. Grab the bottle again. I'm gonna make a little bit more space. We're gonna do an exercise for the glutes, a bit of the hamstrings and the lower back. Dus wel een interessante en lage rug. Gluteus echt die achterste keten. Oké, hoe gaan we die doen? Ik leg die even uit. So I'm gonna grab the bottle again as an extra weight. That's an option, not mandatory, and maybe even we'll show you without first. So arms again up there, and I make sure that my chest is pointing outwards towards the front and my shoulders are back. From here, I'm gonna lean towards the front, making sure that I stay in straight position, and I'm gonna stand all the way up and have some tension on the glutes. Dus ik span echt mijn zitvlak op. So leaning towards the front, extension, tension on the glutes. Ik neem gewoon dat extra flesje erbij. I take the bottle as an extra weight in front of me. Okay, I'm gonna alternate sides. Dus ik start in één hand vast te houden en ik wissel smooth. Ready? Arms up. Lean towards the front. Nice straight back. Fully extend, come back. Lean towards the front. And all the way up. Super belangrijk is dat wanneer dat je recht komt, dat je volledig uitduwt, dat je zitvlak even opspant. Dat we op je eigen tempo. So pick your own speed, a comfortable one. Don't go too fast. We're really using the rear muscle groups, so the glutes, the lower back, the hamstrings. We're gonna do 3 more. Good job, 2 more. Think about straight back. Nog eentje, rechte rug. En relax. Zeer goed. So in a second, exactly the same. Just a small point of extra feedback when you're going down. Really make sure that your butt is pointing backwards, yeah, and it's not rounded. Heel belangrijk, hè. Dit is zo aan een bureaustoelhouding of zoiets. Make sure that you really put it backwards, that we have a different motion, movement of the hip and the back that we mostly do during the day. And really pull it open. Okay, ready? We'll do that one more time. Let's go. So, towards the front, straight back, push all the way out, tense the glutes. Let's go. So really find tension at the end. Dus probeer echt op het einde die bilspieren even op te spannen. Even toe te knijpen eigenlijk. Lijkt misschien raar, maar dat is echt wel goed om die spieren even wat te gebruiken. Wat aan te spannen. En een beetje extra uit die oefening te halen. Let's go. I'm gonna do a few more. Nog een paar. Keep on thinking about the straight back and tension on the glutes. Great job. Last 3. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Laatste. Okay, great. Good job. Goed. Heel even spieken. Ik zeker geen oefening vergeet, want dat zou ik niet willen. Oké. I took a small sip, so my weight is not as heavy anymore. Good. We're gonna go towards a little bit of a flexibility exercise for the shoulder, but also using a bit of the shoulder and the chest muscles, yeah, even a bit of the higher back. Okay, so I'll explain. Again, the extra weight is mandatory. Is an option. It's not mandatory. So I'm gonna use it, but I'll first show it without. We're gonna make big circles with the arms, passing the ear very closely, and then trying to come back with your arm really backwards. Yeah? So not too much to the sides, but backwards. That way I'm really finding some stretch on the chest, shoulder region. Ja, dus probeer echt goed achter u te blijven. Waar dat kan, ja, ik kan niet meer dan dit achter mij, want ik voel dat je gewoon rekken. Hè, dat zit daar vast. Maar als dat kan, mag je dan nog meer zijn. Probeer gewoon niet opzij terug te komen zonder last. So really try to find some tension. What I'll do is I grab the extra weight as an extra, and I'm gonna bring it upwards, really carrying it like I'm carrying a soup bowl, yeah, with my hand palm towards the ceiling, like this, and then I'm going back to a neutral position, opening it up with the hands above and turning. Okay, ready? You can follow me. One side. Big movements. We're gonna start really performing it slowly. So we do it slowly, controlled. My previous rep, I was leaning too much backwards, so I'm gonna think about it and make sure I stay in a straight position. Dus daarjuist was ik bij één herhaling een beetje te veel naar achter aan het leunen. Ik kan dat nu echt vermijden. En mooi recht blijven staan. We're gonna do two more. Dus nog twee. Nog één. Perfect. Good. Other side, same thing. So remember, palm, hand palm towards the ceiling. Let's go. Grote beweging net naast uw oor, naar achter toe. Deze kant zit precies een beetje vaster bij mij. So this side is a bit more difficult. I feel more stretch. But I try to make the movement as big as possible. Feeling some stretch, not feeling any pain. So there's a difference there. That's important. Dus ik voel echt wel rek. Dus zeker geen pijn. Mega comfortabel is dat ook niet, hè, maar dat rekt gewoon. Good job. Two more. Blijf die goed groot doen. Make the movement as big as possible. One more. And relax. Okay. Good job. We're gonna do exactly the same, starting at one side again, but this time we're gonna go a bit faster. Okay. By moving a bit faster, I'm still gonna try to do a big movement. You see, so it's gonna be this speed. It's a bit or way faster, but I make sure that I feel some stretch and no pain. So if you're not sure or not feeling comfortable, you can of course here make the movement a little bit bigger. But you're sure that you find some stretch, but it's not gonna hurt. Dus maak die beweging niet te dicht bij u als je heel veel rek voelt. Zeker als je zo snel gaat bewegen, kun je wel eens vergissen misschien en je toch een pijntje bezorgen. Dat is zeker niet de bedoeling. Ja. Ça va? Dus maak die beweging soort wat groter, maar wat vlotter. Here we go. So, turning faster than we did. Really turning in the hand when going up, turning in, returning backwards. Zoek een comfortabel tempo, find a speed that's comfortable for you. But try to do it fast enough. Really activate the muscles and find some range of motion, mobility. Two more. One more. Great job. We switch, other side, same thing. Ready? Here we go. Dus vlotte beweging, flowing movements. Turning in the hand, don't forget. Find some stretch, it's not hurting. Remember? Goed. Blijf maar nog even doen. Vlotte beweging. So de laatste, two more, last two. One more. Oké, top. Good job. We go towards um, the abs, core muscles. The first one, you're gonna keep your hands in front of you. You make sure that you're in a stable position, knees slightly bent, and from here on we're gonna turn 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Looks maybe a bit like a weird exercise, but what I'm really trying to do is keeping my hip at the same position. So the hip doesn't move, it's the upper body that's moving. Je heup mag niet bewegen, but this was correct. What is false? When you are turning your hip, see the difference? Okay, then I'm not using the abs, but then I'm using just my hip rotation exercises, glutes, whatever, even calves maybe. Dus let daar echt op om die heup stil te houden. We're also going to try to do it quite fluently, like this, boom, 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 boom. Then we're bringing up our heart rate a bit, our breathing, and then we really need to activate the muscles by doing it left, right. Okay, we're gonna do it for 20 to 30 seconds. Ready? Here we go. So, turning left, right. Arms somewhere in front of you. Als die eigenlijk wat verder zijn, if they're more in front of you, it's harder. When they're closer, it's a bit easier. Ergens voor u maakt in principe niet zoveel uit. Just try to keep on breathing, do it fluently, and keep the hips in the same position. Dus die heupen niet bewegen. You do that for 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, relax. Super. Probeer heel bewust die buikspieren op te spannen. So really try to focus on creating some tension on the abs. If you're really not feeling something in the abs, no problem at all. Try to repeat the exercises from time to time in the near future, and you probably learn to use those muscles a little bit, which is of course very interesting for in daily life when you do some rotation movements or whatever. Then the abs a little bit to keep yourself in a secure, safe position. Good. Do that one more time. Ready? Here we go. So fluently, left, right, 45 degrees, not moving the hips. Dus maak je beweging ook niet te groot. Anders kun je niet anders dan je heupen mee gaan bewegen. Dat is niet de bedoeling. Left, right. Good job. We'll do that. From now on, 10 seconds. Let's go. 10 seconden. Good job, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Perfect. Okay. 2 exercises. Yeah. We already did 22 minutes. So it's gonna be max 30 because 2 last exercises. First one, the desk. We're gonna use that one. We're gonna do again a core exercise, and we actually just gonna do a front plank position on the desk. What are you going to do is place your hand, of course, on the table, and then try to make a straight line from the ankles to the hip to the shoulder. Okay, so not hanging more towards the front. That's not a straight line. Not making a corner with your hip. That's not a straight line. So I'm really trying to keep it there somewhere in the middle. And there I have some tension points. Okay, 20 to 30 seconds. Let's go. Here we are. Hold it. The higher your table is, the easier. The lower the table, the harder. So you can even place some books on the table to make it higher, or you can perform it on a chair if it's too easy and you want to perform it lower. So those are just handy tips for in the near future if you want to do it again. Okay, relax. So I'll just show you. We're gonna do that one more time. Once on the table, I'll do it on the chair so that you have an example. Good. Zet u maar klaar. And then there we go. There we go. Straight line. And here I'm lower towards the ground. I'm carrying more weight on my hands. So I need to have more tension on the abs to make sure that I stay in the same position. Dus ik moet hier echt veel meer spanning op de buik zetten. Omdat mijn gewicht meer op mijn handen staat. Een stukje zwaarder. Ik wil proberen goed te blijven ademen. Keep on breathing. 5 more seconds. And relax. Super. Okay. Last exercise before we do last relaxing exercise, but that's not really an exercise. So, same starting position. the plank position, and from here on we're gonna bring a knee up and bring it back, a knee up and bring it back. What is important when I bring my knee up, it's only my knee that's coming up and I'm not going to lean towards the front or anything. Okay? Is ook vrij comfortabel, dus ik zou dat gewoon niet doen. So try to stay in the same position while bringing the knee up. We're gonna alternate left knee, right knee, left knee, right. Okay, ready? Okay, make sure that you're in a stable position. I need to take attention here because the table shifts a bit. Here we go. Just knee up, knee up. The rest of the body stays in the same position. Keep on breathing. Probeer spanning op de buik te houden. A few more reps. Hold it. Keep on breathing. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, relax. Goed. Probeer echt tijdens die oefening wat spanning te houden op de buik. So that you keep in the same position. With tension on the abs. Yeah. We'll do the same thing 1 more time. Ik zal die ook eens op de stoel doen. Sorry for the noise. But I'll put it against the table. Maybe then it's a bit more stable. Didn't pick the best floor here. Ready? Okay, here we go. So, plank position, knee up, and alternate. So it's not too fast. It's quite controlled movement. So that I can control it, of course, and keep on breathing. Dus hier ook weer, ik sta wat lager. Ik moet dus meer gewicht op mijn handen dragen. Ik moet meer spanning voorzien. Almost there. Two more reps. 1 more rep. Okay, relax. Good job. Okay, and then a relaxation exercise to make sure that you're ready for the rest of the evening. Dat je klaar bent voor de rest van de avond nog. You take your arms with you. You're gonna breathe in. Take a deep breath. Stand up. When you're up there, you're gonna lean a bit to one side. Hold it. Come back to the middle. And again, breathe in. Now, when you go sideways, you calmly breathing out. And we breathe in. Sideways, find some stretch and breathe out. Breathe in. Sideways. 1 more each side. Again in elke kant. Ga niet te ver, hè. Klein beetje zijwaarts. Oké, and relax. Goed, dat was hem voor vandaag. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. You maybe discovered some new exercises. They're not that hard, so PDF that you receive afterwards. And maybe from time to time, if you're feeling a bit tired, you try to perform some of the exercises to make sure that you have a little bit more energy afterwards, that you're awake again, that you can perform efficient way again. Ja, dus hopelijk heb je er iets aan gehad. Probeer die oefeningen hier en daar misschien nog eens te doen. Als je zo'n moeilijk momentje hebt. Voor de rest heb je nog vragen. Of weet ik veel, zet iets in de chat. If you have questions or anything, put something in the chat. And I'm gonna one more session on Thursday. No stress routine. So I'm gonna give an extra session then at 12. Dus heb je vragen, dan geef je maar een seintje. En anders misschien tot donderdag en anders gewoon een keer. Fijne avond nog. Bye bye. Your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad, it's not so bad.
Passing every red light, I know I'm in over my head, a rebel and I don't hide. Remember all the words that you said. Even if the love was hurting, I'll be yours again. That fire's burning. would you feel my love? Yeah, I could never leave, cause I need it, I feel it. Let me feel your love. You can make me let go. Forget about the world for a while. You had me at hello. I'm drowning in the blue of your eyes. Even if the love was hurting, I'll be yours. I'll be yours again. I can feel that fire's burning. Give me more. So tell me, would you feel my love? 'Cause I can't ever get enough.